Hi, welcome to this video, and this is a bit of an interesting one because I was reading an article over on GT Planet about a new private racetrack stroke circuit in Japan called Magarigawa Club. I think I pronounced that right, but I'm not 100% sure at all. And the interesting thing is this has just opened for business, and the one of the comments in the article states that it looks rather like it's sprung to life right out of a Gran Turismo title, and I'll link to the article down below. And this always gets me interested. Has somebody yet created a mod for it in Assetto Corsa or something else? But let's be honest, AC is the most likely. So quick bit of Googling, and indeed they have. There is a version of this track over on Race Department, and again we'll link to that down the bottom. But things got a bit more interesting when I noticed that the name of the modder that put it up was exactly the same as the name of the track circuit facility. So, and it was written in a way that was kind of implied that they were actually the club itself. So I went and had a look at the website, which quite handily has an English language version as well as a Japanese version, because I didn't fancy trying to wade through translations. And sure enough, they've in their news section, and if you go and have a look at their YouTube channel, they definitely have videos of laps around it in Assetto Corsa, and the mod looks like an earlier build or an earlier version of the one that has been released on Race Department. So it kind of looks like we've got a sort of official new track in Assetto Corsa. Now, it's not an official Kunos track by any stretch of the imagination, but it is official as in the people that own and operate the track have put the mod out there, so it's sort of semi-official. Now, it's still a bit of a work in progress, this particular track, because it's definitely not optimised. It's not as good looking as it could be, and it does tend to hit your frame rates a little bit hard, to say the least. But it's really nice to have it out there, and really nice to give it a go and have a drive on it. And I've got to be perfectly honest, it does actually drive really well. I found myself enjoying it quite a bit. It flows quite nicely. It's got a good sense of purpose to it. It's clearly, and I think it was a Tilk, in fact I know this was a Tilk designed track, and I wanted to see what it was like both with a daft rich person's hypercar, so the McLaren P1 went for a trip around it, but also what it'd be like in something a bit more mundane. So I took a mod version of my own i30N fastback around it as well, and it actually drives really well with both. It flows nicely. There's a good flow to it. There's a couple of challenging corners. There's a really challenging braking zone at the end of the long straight, and the elevation changes on it and a couple of blind corners are really, really nice. In the mod, you can also drive around the kind of parking area, the paddock area, and have a little bit of an explore. Not too much. It's not the biggest circuit in the world, so that's not really any major surprise in that regard. But it's nice that we've got what is effectively a semi-official track, a new one in Assetto Corsa, after a decade since its sort of launch. I think we're about halfway, a decade now to the halfway point between early access and the final official PC release for Assetto Corsa. But it's official, I'm 99% sure, based on the actual owners and operators of the track itself, and you can't say any fairer than that. So it's quite enjoyable. I think it's more suited to a test track and hot lapping, that kind of thing, rather than racing. It's got no proper start finish straight indicated on there. So, you know, it'll be a bit challenging around that, and I must confess I haven't tried it in a race configuration. I've only tried it in a hot lap configuration. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I found it a good, entertaining circuit to drive, and it's certainly one I'll be coming back to. And from what they've said on Race Department, it does look as though they are going to keep developing this particular mod and updating it. I certainly hope they do, because it's a fun one. I enjoyed it. If you have tried it, or you go and try it and you want to let me know what you think about it, leave the comments, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.